All right, what is going on? What's going on, guys? How's it going? Welcome to Sunday Night Charts with Jim of All Trades. Hope y'all are well. Let's see if I can get myself on the screen there. Let me know audio and video is good. I hope you're ready for a little charting tonight. Do a little chart action here. We got the football game on in the back, and see what's going on with the Chiefs. Rooting for the Chiefs tonight. The Philly already won, so let's see if the Chiefs can win, and see if we have a Philly Chiefs Super Bowl. That's what I'm shooting for. What are you guys shooting for? Let me know in the comments section. Who do you want to see go to the Super Bowl? What's up, guys? There's Seth. Let's get it. Hey, Brandon. Well, good to see you. Keith M. Always give you a moon boy count, but we're gonna have a little dumpage coming probably this week at Fed News, probably. So we'll look at that. So what's up, S. Joe Coco? What's up, man? And hey, Philson from Singapore. What's up, man? Good to see you, man. Kimo Sabi. And there's Vincent. And good audio. The 40 Winers. That's funny. Yeah, that was a tough game. They got pretty mad in that game, man. They lashed out a little bit. So, all right, guys. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to jump right in. I'm going to keep this one short. I want to watch the fourth quarter of that game. So let's just talk about what I'm seeing on the small time frame, and we'll talk about where we are. We'll keep it real, keep it quick, and you know, we'll have some fun, but we'll do it quick. So don't forget, this isn't financial advice. Just looking at the market through an Elliott wave lens. All right, guys. All right, let's jump into the analysis here. Let me get on a different chart. Boom. There it is. All right, this is the daily chart. We're going to jump right in. Actually, this is the 4-hour chart. We can jump into the daily. We'll work our way down. Look at the Elliott wave structure. Things you just need to pay attention to. First off, the this is very overbought. Okay, it's more overbought on the RSI. More, you know, as high as it's been all the way back here. So there's a correction that needs to take place, and we are in a correction. Okay. And so no doubt we're in the middle of a complex correction. Now, what wave number that is hard to say. It's likely a wave 4, but it's probably a fourth of the third, which means I think there's going to be some pumping and dumping happening in this to finish this out. But we really just need this to finish in here. It's a bullish correction. I'm going to show you what I'm seeing here in just a minute. So basically, my main count here is I'm looking at this as a something like a W, X, and a Y right to there, okay? And now I'm looking at this as an ABC back to the upside, looking for this liquidity zone right in here. Let's right in there, something like that. And it could go all the way to 40K, 43K even. I've got targets up there. But guys, this is a very bullish wave, and don't think it can't get up here. It just needs to do some correcting along the way. We need a correction. We need this thing to reset the RSI on the smaller time frames. Okay, we'll look at that in a minute. But that's the way I'm looking at this. This is my primary count, looking for it to come back up in this liquidity zone, get a bit of a rally. It doesn't have to come that high. It could stop at the bottom of the box here, to use a chemo box, liquidity box here. You know, 35K is not a bad target area, and I think 35K is the 2618 extension of this as a flat. So yeah, 36K is a 36K is the 2618 extension here. Now, we're not heading there tomorrow. It's not going to make it there tomorrow, okay? It's not going to go straight there. So this isn't put all your money in Bitcoin right now. The daily chart is saying we need a correction, okay? And I'm going to show, and I have shown you in previous videos what that correction is to look like, and we're going to look a little bit more detailed, but we need a bit of a correction still, and then probably going to make our way back down for the final 3 waves, looking at a finality of about $4,000 would be an ideal level for me. That would be a very nice level, about $4,000 to even as low as $1,500. I don't like $1,500. I'd like to see it stay between $4,000 and $6,000, and that's going to be next year sometime. Not even this year. It's going to be 2024. More than likely, getting there. Okay, so yeah. What I've drawn on the chart is a macro view. This is going to take months. It's not going tomorrow. Okay, so let's jump into the small time frame and look at how this can come. So first off, before we go to the small time frame, just take a peek at when price was this high in the RSI before on the daily chart. You'll notice that right here, this price was high. Look what this wave did. We had a correction in here, okay, and this allowed price to come down. Price went back up in 3 waves and came down in 5. The correction in here was actually a prolonged running flat that allowed this price right here, this falling wedge to form in the RSI, but price went sideways for a very long time between May the 2nd all the way until about July 19th or 20th, in that range. So from May, June, and July, for 3 months, price oscillated in this range, pumping and dumping in that range, while the RSI on the daily came plummeting down. More than likely, we need some kind of sideways correction like this in order to go up in a much bigger wave. We're going to need something, playing out before we can go up to the next level, okay? So we're going to need this correction to play out even longer to the side. So guys, we're in the middle of a correction, a correction similar to this right here, or even similar to this right here, something that will allow the price and the volatility, the RSI momentum indicator kind of cool down a little bit, okay? So I'm looking for it to cool down a bit. All right, now that doesn't mean price has to come down very deep, okay? In fact, I think probably a good range for price to stop would be about 21K. We do have I think we have a CME gap somewhere around 20K. So 20K would be a nice level if she wants to come deep. 21.5 is probably a good level if we go sideways. Okay, so if we come deep, about 20K. If we go sideways, about 21K. But we're looking for something to correct around there. But it's gonna pump more than likely first, okay, up to the upside. So let's zoom in on this corrective wave that we're getting right here and look at it. Just for a minute. Okay. So this is that wave. That wave right here is what we have right here going on right there. Okay. So we normally get some kind of a bullish correction that forms a WXY, and this is what I've got mapped out for now. I think this dump is coming. Okay. Probably, it's probably going to take a while. Okay. I would imagine it could be 5 waves. It could be 3 waves. I'm not exactly sure. In fact, let's call this an A, B, and looking for 5 waves to the downside. So I like the idea of 5 down here. Okay, let me pull the fibs a little bit better than that. Boom, right there. Let me adjust this. I haven't adjusted this since earlier. Boom, right there. Got it, and got it. There it is. So I'm looking for this to kind of come down with some volatility in 5 waves. That would be ideal. Now, what's the target zone for that? I like this trend line, but it doesn't have to hit this trend line. Anywhere in here, guys. Anywhere in here. 23K to 22.7 maybe. Maybe a 5 wave move down to this range right over here, the bottom of these waves right in here, 786 to the 1-to-1. It could come deep, okay? Now, what I think is going to happen after that, okay? So we got, basically the way I'm looking at that is that this would be this would be 3 waves to the upside, okay? Now we're getting maybe, this is a maybe here, 3 waves to the downside, okay? And then we need 3 waves back to the upside, okay? That 3 waves right there to the upside is going to take us into Fed news on February the 1st, okay? More than likely, I would imagine. So this could, tonight, come on down fast, relatively quickly, okay? We dump first tonight, and then we're going to get a pump that could be relatively quick. And as long as it happens and finishes somewhere before Fed news, right there. And that's when the rate hike, this is when the rate hike is shown to us. This is when the Fed comes out and says, hey, this is what the rates are, right there, that orange line to the upside, okay? So this is if we come down here, I'm looking for a pump back to the upside with possibly higher highs. We pump, we take out the liquidity up here, okay? And then we dump, okay? And that entire structure is going to be A, B, C correction. It's just an idea, okay? Just an idea based on based on what I'm seeing in complex. It's really, really hard to. I'll be adjusting these inner wave counts, but I'm seeing us pump here between, it's pumping and dumping. But really, I'd like to see us pump into Wednesday, probably, and maybe dump on Thursday. So Wednesday we may get a false pump to the upside. This may break the high, and then Thursday we're going to get a dump that's going to come on. Thursday and Friday we get a dump that comes all the way back down, gets down to those targets that we've been looking for a three-wave move, and that gives us a correction. That lets the 4-hour chart finish. Okay, that lets the 4-hour chart finish. Okay, get reset on the RSI and give us a hidden bull divergence in which we look for the next upside move after that finishes. So there's an idea for you. I don't know if that's going to play or not. I'm not here to tell you that's going to play. I don't know. You're going to have to learn to trade yourself. But that's a trade idea. All right. So there's an idea. Here's the takeaway. Here's the takeaway. That more than 14K, no, 14K. 14K is probably not coming, guys. We're probably going to be pumping up to about 35 to 40K. So here's the takeaway here. The takeaway is that we're forming a complex correction, that everything is forming in threes, okay? And you can see the threes working here, all right? So this could be W, X. We could get a fast wave down for Y. That might be all we get. And then we get another pump to the other, between that. So if this dumps down here and then we get another pump up here to about 25K, that may be the end of wave 3. And then we start getting a dump after Fed news, and we get more months of sideways. We get another month or so of sideways, and it's a larger wave before we head up. So that's another idea, that we might simply be coming down for 5 waves now, and that's a 3-wave move like so, okay? And then we pump up and we go up for another 5 waves here to the next level, okay? And that's totally plausible and possible. Looking at liquidity zones here, this is a very bullish wave, and we got very bullish price action, guys. This price action, unless things change, this is a key level right up here. 25K is super key, and anything just below that is going to be a good area of liquidity where the market can come spike into this area and then reverse, okay? So we could get a little bit of a dump here, and then a little bit of a pump into news, maybe on and then we could dump after news, and that would be a bigger dump. But I'm still looking for a 1, 2, 3. Could get it should be a bit that I shouldn't have drawn that. This should be more sideways. 4, 5. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that gets us up to about 32K. Now, keep in mind, things can go higher and deeper than I've drawn here. Things can go higher and deeper. So if they want to bring this down, boom, and then pump it up for an extended fifth, break this level, come up to this level here before they come back down to the breakout, they could totally do that. And that's how we get up really, really high. That's how we would. So if they want to come up, if they want to come down here and then pump up to that, and then correct after there, then that's fine too, and that gets us up. But that would be a 5-wave move, and that would be an A, B, and a C. Okay. All right.
Stop it. Let him go.
So that's kind of what I'm looking at, guys. That's the quick that's the quick of it, guys. That's the way I'm thinking of the market. So this 12-hour, this daily needs to chill. It needs to come on down. Eventually, it's going to come on down. It's going to take a bit. I don't know the exact shape of the market. I can't predict the exact waves, but I can say how Bitcoin likes to move in the past. And right now, we're in a bullish correction, getting a bit of a pump right now, getting a little bit of a bullish pullback right now. We've got hidden bull divergence here on the small time frame. I would not be surprised to see another hit to the high. Would not be surprised to see it at all. So yeah, so pump, and then we're looking for a deep move down. Okay, so this could be boom, 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 like that. Okay, something like that. This could be done and ready to come down now, or we got to hit the high and then come down. I don't know which. I don't know which is going to play, but we're looking for some kind of larger move like this, a pump and then a dump, or we already got the pump and now we're going to get the dump. One of the two. I think we're going to get something like that, and I think the news is going to play it in February on February the 1st, which is Wednesday when the Fed news comes out. Okay. Meme coin season. Are we going to have a pumpy season? Well, yeah. I mean, if you look, everything's going to be pumping along with Bitcoin. If you just take a peek at ADA, for instance, we had this ending diag here that was beautiful, and then we got a 5-wave. We're getting a 5-wave move out of it, and it's still going up bullishly right now. But you'll notice how the RSI is coming to the downside while price is moving to the upside. That is a bullish correction. You will see this kind of take a deep turn to the downside quickly, and then it'll rebound and then go up for the next wave. But this is a very bullish construction, guys. It does need a correction. It does need a pullback, but more than likely we're not going to break this low again. We're going to come down. We'll pull back to it. And I don't know how high we're going to go before we pull back. I don't know what the plans are. That's why we follow the waves in our Discord. Every day we do a morning live and an evening live, except on the weekends. I just share charts or ideas or just simple little quick videos on the weekends. Taking the weekends off, but that being said, it's going to correct. It will correct, but it's going to probably correct into more bullishness. It's going to keep going. This wave construction is super bullish. Okay, I stop now. Here's the when I stop being bullish. I'm no longer bullish. Like looking for a big move to the upside. If we come down and break this low right here, which is 16.4, if somehow we start turning down, and Jim's wrong about what this construction is, and we start turning down deep, and we make it down here to 16.4 and lower, then this has proven itself to be 3 waves, and that the direction of the wave, it could still pull back on you, but the direction of the wave should most likely be looking to the downside for at least another 3 waves. Okay? Now, I do not believe that is the construction of this wave. This thing looks like a flat right here. Okay? So anyway, this is much more of a bullish construction that I'm looking for 5 waves on. We're in the middle of wave 3 right now. Okay, in the middle of wave 3, looking for some pumpy pump, some correction, bigger correction before we get pumps out. So we've got guys plenty of time, but probably before we really break out of this, I would guess. I don't think it's going to be this week, though it could, but I don't think so. We're not going to the moon this week. It's not happening this week necessarily. More than likely, this is going to finish a correction and then work its way up afterwards. Okay? So that's the way I'm thinking, guys. That's the way I'm thinking. Let's just take a peek at the rest of the world here. The DXY, guys, do you see what I'm seeing? The DXY is just playing around, okay? Playing around until Wednesday. And Wednesday or Thursday, it's probably going to hit the low first and then jump up, something like that. And this is going to end up being a flat of some kind. So this may even work its way up like this. Boom, 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 like that. Then all of a sudden you got boom, boom, boom. And then you got 3 waves like that. And so I'm seeing a pump at some point of the DXY, and that's when we're going to get that final leg of the correction, more than likely, in Bitcoin, as if we get a move back to the upside. But I think it's temporary. I think we're going to see more downside eventually of the DXY. Don't think the DXY is going to go straight up forever. Yes, I think it wants to rip up, but I don't think it's going to rip up forever. I think it's just going to be a short-term correction, more than likely. So this is playing around, more than likely going to play down here, hit the low on the news, and maybe pop after that. I would be my guess. Somewhere around Wednesday, Thursday. Okay? So let's watch for a pump on the DXY. Okay? S&P 500. I'm not sure what's happening here. I want to see if we get a bit of a dump here on Monday, Tuesday. We get a dump down here Monday to Tuesday. Or this may have to finish out, and then when BTC pumps on Wednesday, we get a dump on Wednesday there, and that finishes a 3-way move. We got a leading diag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to get a 3-way pullback like that. We'll eventually get some real bullishness here, but I think we need to retest this low here as an ABC. Now that's one count that I have. Another count that I have here is that this could be a 1, 2. We could be working on a 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we might be, or that could be an AB. In fact, that's a possibility as well. This could be an A and a B. We could be working on a C. Okay, in which case our pullbacks are going to be shallow, and we get an ABC. And so that's A, that's B. So we can get a shallow one as well. Okay, and then the final one is that we could be getting this as an A, B, and a C. And what we had instead of a leading diag was a WXY or an ABC right there. Probably more of an ABC. And then we get an ABC back to the upside. May not go that high as I've drawn it, but it could. Okay? And then we go down like that. So that's a possibility. That would take a long time to develop, but that's another possibility. But I'm much more inclined to I'd like to see S&P come back down and then work its way up when Bitcoin does as well. Okay? So I want to wait and see where I am is I need to wait and see what's happening right in here. I just need to see, okay, how is this going to play? It's going to keep pumping, or are we going to come down for that third leg there? Okay? All right, let's take a peek at XRP for a little bit here. So, okay, what's happening there? What is happening? So when I count this, I'm like, okay, I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks done. And now maybe an A. Could be in the middle of B and it's not done, or we got B and it's done. Or we might have a WXY forming right here. W. That could be a WXY. Or we're in the middle of X right here. We still need the Y to go up. And then we get the C later. Something like this. That's not a bad count. That's a kind of a complex correction. Gives us 3 waves, and then boom, boom, we work our way back to the upside like that. Okay? So that's XRP, again, in this complex correction along with Bitcoin. I don't have a problem with it breaking this high even, and then shooting down as a expanded flat. So that's a possibility as well.
Do you not know how to do this?
Okay, let's see, what else? ADA, I already covered that. Let's look at Ethereum quickly. Okay, Ethereum kind of resembles here a 3-wave move, okay, WXY, boom, boom, boom. This may or may not be finished. It may want to get up here to the 1-to-1 extension, 1680 maybe, something like that. Or it could be all finished right here. And now what we're getting is a larger A, B, and a C. Okay, that could be the correction right there. And then it'd be pumping again after that wave again. That could be a wave 5 of some kind, and then we come back down for a deeper correction as well. So, or we could keep pumping a lot higher after that. But I'm looking for this move. So the question is, does this have more to go? Does this get more complex? Does this get more complex and come up here deeper? Because I can see another possibility here. So if we get a fast move to the downside tonight like this, we could get a WXY like this as a middle wave, and then we get an ABC like that. In other words, this can get more complex to the upside, so we just have to track the wave and keep track of the ideas. I can't predict it. There's just no way, but I can show you wave structure. But what's the takeaway here? Again, everything's 3 waves. Everything is 3 waves. Everything is 3 waves. Okay, what's that mean? We're in the middle of a WXY. We're in a correction. There is more upside to come, but don't believe it. You don't. Probably the upside will get dumped on. Okay, it's not going to go up forever. It'll be dumped on. So keep that in mind. Okay. All right, guys, that's the look at the market. I want to keep it that simple tonight because I want to go finish the rest of the game tonight. Watching the Chiefs beat the Bengals, or if you're rooting for the Bengals, that's okay too. I don't care. Either one will be fine in the Super Bowl. My Washington Commanders are out of it, so I'm not worried about it. But guys, let's just keep it at that. We're in a correction. It's going to be pumping and dumping. I see. Pay attention to Wednesday. It's economic news. We got the Fed rate coming out February the 1st. We got the end of the month rolling into the beginning of the month, so that's a big deal. The monthly candle is closing, and then the Fed rate comes out at 2 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. Okay, so that's going to be a big deal. All right, guys, y'all have a fantastic night. I'm going to go watch the rest of the game. Thanks for letting me do a short live. Hope you guys enjoyed that information. Hope it was helpful. I'll bring another video tomorrow. Hopefully you guys caught some of the midweek action this week. I put out some midweek videos. Hope you like those. I'm going to try to get some more out this week as well. See more stable ranges go up to the Super Bowl. All right, guys. Y'all have a fantastic night. We'll see you later. Thanks, Chemo. Thanks, Seth, and everybody. That was a quickie. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.